that was really, really, really dirty.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I'm Jessica.
And I am Brian.
Yes, welcome to another exciting update on our kitchen since we moved into our house. So one thing I wanted to kind of clear up that a few of you have asked about is the budget of our kitchen project. The budget is zero. We have no budget. We are literally just trying to update this kitchen that is in the house to get by for the next few years until we can build our dream kitchen. We had other projects like complete overhaul on electricity and plumbing and other like not as fun projects that needed to be done in our house in order to make it safe and ready for us to live in.
Yep.
So we had to focus on those, and the kitchen is just needs to be functional. That being said, do you want to tell them a little bit about the cabinets that exist here in this kitchen?
Yes. So the cabinets that exist here in this kitchen, one, they're not like super high quality cabinets in the first place, but they were also absolutely disgusting when we opened them up and we were looking. I mean, there was just like caked on grime and debris and dirt and dust and all that kind of stuff from years of usage and like not really getting that clean. And so we spent a lot of time cleaning.
Yes. So we went through the cabinet, like the bottoms of the cabinets themselves had a layer of contact paper on there. And so at first I was excited because the contact paper was dirty, and then if we peeled it up, it would be like this nice, clean, smooth surface. But it kind of pulled up a little bit of the cabinet with it when we pulled it up. So, and then there's still just so much grime everywhere else. Like the stuff we're showing you isn't even the worst stuff. I didn't even film that.
This was just a portion.
But I had to take each and every drawer out, and I cleaned it like immaculately. I mean, I went in the little crevices with one of our like scraper tools that we have and went with like wipes in there.
Cleaned with toothbrushes.
Yeah, I think we were using toothbrushes at one point. We used a lot of different things to clean it, but we got everything super clean. We had to like take out the drawers and reach back into where the drawers were. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, but the good news is that we were able to get them clean, and then because it peeled off the bottoms and everything, and because there was just like still some stains and stuff like that, we decided to go in with the contact paper. I ended up going with just regular standard contact paper. We'll link to the one that we used, but it was nothing special. It was just very thin, whatever. And I would not recommend using this on cabinets that are something that you are going to keep for a long time. We're only doing this as like a temporary mask on these cabinets because we know that we're not gonna, they're not our long-term cabinets, because this is the same kind of paper that will like peel up the bottom if the cabinets aren't like the super high quality ones. It just kind of peels up like another layer of paper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it covered up everything nicely. I went a little crazy and kind of like covered up the sides even of some of the drawers, just to make everything fresh and clean for when we would put our stuff in there. But yeah, it was a fun process.
I believe we have footage of that process. Hit it.
what do we have here, Brian?
These are my caraway pots and pans. We got these dirt cheap at Target when they were on clearance when we were living in Ohio. And I fell in love with these pots and pans. They are amazing. They're ceramic coated, free of chemicals, non-stick. They work on induction tops. You can put them in the oven. These are basically the best pots and pans that I've ever had, and I am super stoked to have them out again so I can actually start using them again.
Now, the normal price of these things is, when we bought them, it was like $3.95, and we paid $140.
Yes.
For this set, brand new. And if you try to buy them now, I think it's like $445 or something, but we'll put a link. This is not an advertisement for this, but when we get asked to recommend a set, this is the set that we recommend.
That is very true. Yes, we are not being paid to do this at all. So let's actually see what we got here. First thing, we have the pan lids and the pot lids, all in this lovely thing that you can hang up on a cabinet door or a wall somewhere or anything like that. And this thing came in super duper handy because it just keeps all the stuff out of the way. Because you don't always need a lid for your stuff, you know? Now, this thing, more goodies inside. This is one thing that Jessica truly, truly loved. There's the top. There we go. They are the pot and pan sorters. Yeah, I just dropped that. But here's the thing. They're magnetized, so they stick together. And you can organize your pots and pans however you like using these things. And they stand up straight like that, which is really, really good for just getting stuff out of the way. Now, on to the main part. We have...
Wait, let me show them. Okay, so it comes with 4 pieces.
4 pieces.
That's the Dutch oven.
This is the Dutch oven. I already have a Dutch oven, but doesn't matter. This thing is phenomenal. I'll just start setting these down on the ground.
And when we were in Ohio, one of the things we did not remember to bring was a Dutch oven.
That is true. And considering how much soups and stews and stuff we make, it kind of made sense for us to have something like that. So this is a saucepan.
Clonk.
Clonk, yes. Then we have the fry pan, and we have our big pan that you can use for all sorts of stuff. I am seriously so excited to get using these again. I love my other pans and stuff too. I'm still going to use those, but these are the ones that I've been missing the most. So yay!
Now we just got to figure out where the heck we're going to put them. All right, for reference, that's where Brian just was. We're going down to this cabinet here, and we put our nice lid holder with a little bit of command action holding it up. And then we have all of our pots and pans. Are they pots or pans? I don't know. Our cookware right in there. And of course, I've done some lovely lining on this cabinet as well. As you can see, I didn't get all the way to the back, but it's fine. Okay, so while I'm already down here on the floor, I'm going to go ahead and show you something cool that I found. These baby-proofing magnetic cabinet locks I found. I literally, every time I go to any hardware store or Target or Walmart, I walk down the aisles of the baby safety and I'm just not impressed with what I see. But I looked up these on Amazon. They had really good reviews and I was super excited. So it has 3 parts. This little lock part, then the little top part that connects to your cabinet, and then a kind of template guide that holds everything together as you put it on the cabinet. And then, well, I guess 4 parts because there's also the lock. No, the key. The key is a magnet. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to install these. All right, so this is super easy to install. So you have your little template here that holds everything together while you're doing it. You have the lock mechanism. You stick that into, this way. Stick that in like that. Take your top part that's going to stick to the top of the cabinet. You stick that on here. So now you can see you should have tape and tape. on the both sides. You're going to peel off the top tape like that. Open up your cabinet door. You're going to align this where you want to put it. So I'm going to put mine right on the edge here. Push it. And then you're going to peel off the tape on this part. Then you just shut your cabinet door. Push it tight. And then voila! Look, it sticks to the door. Whee! Be careful because if you have these little bumpers here, you might need to put this out a little further than what you think. But yeah, there you have that. It has the little locking mechanism. So if it's like this, it's not going to actually lock. You can pull this template out. So right now it's set to not locking. But if you want to turn the lock on, you just push this little button and then all of a sudden, oh no, I can't get in here. So if you want to get in there, you just take the little key, which is the little magnet, and you push it on there and then it does its thing. See? Fancy! And then also it comes with this nice little thing you can mount wherever you want that will hold your key. So you can put that out of reach, and it comes with 2 of the keys. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that is, now that both of these are all locked up, and Elsie will not be able to get into them unless she gets a hold of the key.
So now that everything is thoroughly cleaned and Elsie proof, it is time for us to actually fill up these drawers and cabinets with all the rest of our kitchen stuff. Unfortunately for you guys, that's a future video.
Yes. But if you guys have any suggestions for anything, you know, kitchen on a budget, leave them in the comments below for either us or anybody else who might be looking for tips. We are, like I said, just trying to make it functional, and it's not going to be the prettiest kitchen ever, but it's going to be functional and serve us our purpose until we can really afford to go in and put in the dream kitchen that we want, and
yep.
You know, we'll use
this one
forever.
will work until we get the one that we really want.
I'm kind of excited to I'm excited to show you the rest of how the kitchen is set up, because it's definitely not your traditional kitchen, and you guys are gonna be like, you know, but you can make it happen even if you don't have a big budget to buy all the fancy latest big appliances and all that fancy stuff, like, and new cabinets and all that. You can make it work. You can give it a little uplift for just a few dollars.
Exactly. But should I get to the close?
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and click the bell that is right next to it. You will get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and you can do all sorts of fun stuff on there too. But I think that's all I got.
That's definitely all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen.
Bye.
Bye.